I am ready to surrender. I have nothing to hide, Obaseki says in response to rumor of a pending Efcc arrest, announced to the news info. Edo Governor Obaseki has said he is not afraid of being arrested by the Efcc as he has nothing to hide. Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State on Thursday said he has received information of being arrested by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) next week after leaving office. The governor, however, said he is not afraid of any arrest and investigation of his administration over silly petitions which have been written against him by cruel and wicked people from vendetta in order to hurt him. Asked by Arise News on what legacy he will be leaving behind, he said his administration was able to focus on Edo people and the things that matters to them, as well as reforming and implementing those things. The governor stated this in an interview at the Edo Best National Results Sharing Sessions with a theme, Edo Best, a legacy of re-engineering education in sub-Saharan Africa. He said, if arrested, he will spend his time in the custody of on the EFCC on reflection and research. Obaseki said, I will serve as a resource person after office, and I'm going to give the cheapest service so far from lessons garnered in my 8 years experience as governor. I hear that EFCC will pick me up next week after my tenure. Wherever they keep me, I will spend time doing research. There are many things we have done that can be described as legacy projects. I believe in Edo State, one of the things that will last for a very long time to come is the fact that we were able to focus on Edo people and the things that matters to them, reform and implement those things. Why should I have fears? I just focused on what I believe in, and today, you can see what has been achieved. What happens after that is not up to me. They can continue with their political witch hunt and do all they can to hurt me. That is their problem. But what are the things that you actually do? Can you just mention them? Are there not things that can be mentioned and you did things that matters to the people? But you focused on Edo State, and what are the things that you did? I am not afraid. I am not worried. They have written all sorts of silly petitions against me, and that is part of the challenge. In fact, I can even hand myself over, and if they call me, I don't have anything to hide. Good. You know how this country is. It is all about bitterness. It is all about vendetta, wickedness, and people who have opposed to me in Edo State are cruel. Very wicked people, very jealous and envious, and this is because they cannot show as much as the achievements we have made in the past 8 years. But what is important is us to focus on our people in order to make Nigeria better. Because the suffering is too much, we have the advantage and privilege to make things happen, so we should focus on issues and not on vendetta. Reforming the bureaucracy is the priority. We focus on the people and the civil servants. Okay now. Speaking of the secret of a survivor in the private sector and governance, he gave glory to God. Obaseki said, there must be God's hands in all of my survival and all I have done. What happened in the last election was dangerous. They waste money. There are different ways to look at politics. There is a conflict between the last arrangement and the current arrangement. With the way I see politics, I don't understand the difference between private and public sector. I only know the Nigerian sector. I am determined to be for the people, whether in private or public sector. I am concerned about our country. Nigeria cannot afford to fail. The manner we are going is dangerous. If politicians don't change their approach, Nigeria is going to be in trouble. Somebody that is actually calling out politicians because they are our major problems and we know it. It is not the church, it is not the night videos, it is not anything. It is our politicians. If they can do right by us, our country will get better, really. Our country will be better if these people can say, okay, let us stop stealing funds. Let us actually do something for the citizens that we claim to be serving. Let us do right by them. Let us use the money well. Let us use the money for what it is meant for and not pocket it for ourselves. Nobody is saying that you should not collect salary. Nobody is saying that you should not collect allowance or anything. But even after collecting that, don't still try to steal money for yourself alone. It is unfair. It is the politicians that we should come outside, call them out to change their approach, to do right by Nigerians. If they can do that, Nigeria will get better, really. Let us start with that. He said he had to fire everybody in the state Universal Education Board, suburb, because of the rot in the system. Suburbs across the country have been politicized. I have to fire everybody. We have to clean the table to bring a new team. While explaining his success in education, Obaseki said, Nigeria has always played at global standard, adding that to be at par with the world, one must reach for impact and interact with the world. Hence, his collaboration with partners outside the state. He said the Nigerian government is not poor, but the issue is waste, theft, and corruption has been cocked in its wheel of progress. Exactly, no lies told, no lies detected at all. Nigerians are not poor. Our country is not poor. There is money in this country. It is our politicians. It is greediness. It is stealing that has been the order of the day that has made Nigeria to be the way it is right now. For 3 days now, no lights. And there is money. You buy private jets. You buy this for yourself. You cannot change the national grid. You cannot put everything back in order. How much will you use to fix the national grid that you cannot fix it? Today, national grid will die. Next tomorrow, national grid will die. It is waste, it is theft, it is corruption. That is the order of the day that has made Nigeria to remain where it is today. What we spend money on many times are not necessary. They are wastes. You cannot expect to raise money if you haven't put some of yours into it. You have to build trust and people have to believe in what you are saying. And that is how we have been able to raise resources, he emphasized. Speaking at the occasion, Kenya keynote speaker Professor Olubayi called on the Nigerian government to adopt the Indian model of advancement through ideas embedded in human capital development. The Don is in his presentation titled Dedication and Investment in Education, Leveraging Education in Education for Sustainable Human Capital Development. Olubayi cited examples with the technologies and business moguls such as CEOs of Microsoft and Harvard Business School. He said they were all raised in India despite its historical poverty state that has changed over the years. Olubayi said the best model for Nigeria is to follow the India with its 18 formal languages and writing system, and yet it is rising power. It has no money to educate its over 1.4 billion population, and yet it is rising. He said we need to think together with Nigeria, break walls and forge a common front. Human capital is where the future is. There are 100,000 Nigerians in Italy and 80% of them are from Edo State. There is no limit to greatness. Nigerians are doing well all over the world. Anywhere Nigerians go to, except for the bad ones, Nigerians are doing very well. It means that we have intellectuals, we have the capacity to make this country better. It is our politicians that have made everybody run out of the country, using their expertise outside the country. Meanwhile, we are the intelligent ones. So let us try to make our country better so that people can come back to the country. And Nigeria will be the next US, will be the next Dubai if we can actually do right. Nigeria can get better if our politicians are ready to make Nigeria better. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.